Hey guys, I'm on my Transalp 2024 and I thought I'd bring you guys out with me. I'm off-road right now. It's a very grassy area. It's right off the road, but I'm just kind of testing it out off-road. You know, just having a little Thanksgiving fun. I'm gonna put this, you know, in an angle where you can kind of see where I'm heading. I know I don't have all the high-tech audio and the, you know, GoPro stuff, but I just thought I would bring a budget video to you, just to let you know that this Honda Transalp 750 US edition, you know, is definitely wow, what an amazing motorcycle. I've loved it, you know, commuting back and forth to work. I've used it on the road quite a bit. I'll tell you this, the braking on it is exceptional. And for those who know how Florida drivers are, you would believe me when I tell you the braking on the Transalp on this bike, US edition, is outstanding. Because I've literally had to stop on a dime to avoid getting flung over a car. You know what I mean? So hopefully you can pick up the audio here, but I'm gonna show you what I'm facing, what I'm doing here. It may jiggle a little bit. I'll try to take it off. Sorry about the hands, but so there's a big hill here. It's gonna focus here in a sec. This goes up to the main road, and that's 75 right there, but I'm off-road, obviously. You know, so that's kind of what it looks like. What we're gonna just, you know, have a little fun. I'm gonna try the hill, you know, just kind of work my way through this, see what I can do. I mean, these are the stock tires, okay? These are the stock tires, so I don't expect much. It would be better if I had a, you know, a hand-picked tire that would handle the off-road, you know, much better. But anyway, this is stock. First time really I've gone off-road with it. But I just wanted to kind of have some fun here again on Thanksgiving, show you guys what I'm dealing with in a very low budget way. So I'm going to turn to what's in front of me. I apologize for the hands. See if I can get it right. So you're going to see where I'm heading anyway. So cool, pretty fun. First gear is a little bit jerky, but that's a little hill there anyway. You guys will see here where the street is. You'll see here in a sec. Here's the pavement right here. Definitely look around in your mirrors. I got some cows out here. I'll show you. Pretty cool here. I'll show you. Put it in neutral, but yeah, so this is in Florida, for those that don't know. You know, right near St. Pete, Sarasota, Tampa. It's a very good spot where we're at. I love it. You know, you get out in the country, but you can get on the major roads in no time. It's best kept secret as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, it's a show. I'd love to go out in that field and test drive this, but obviously I can't. But I'm going to try to give you a good perspective here. Obviously I'm off-road, I'm in grass, you know, very kind of like grass that you would hay on. You know, you could hay it if you wanted to. It's called coastal. This is when you kind of wish it had a reverse. But anyway, so here we go. Again, Transalp, Honda 2024, stock tires, going off-road. We got definitely a hill here. Maybe this is a better perspective for you. I would definitely change up the tires to handle this in a, you know, a better way. But you know, for stock, I'm on an incline right now and I'm moving forward. Of course, I'm taking it easy, but it is handling it. And I'll tell you what, this isn't easy because it's at an incline. So, and I'm not an expert in off-road. I'll just let that, you know, for the record, be known. What I like about it, I'm just going to pause here. What I like about it is how light it is. You know, it's definitely a bike that you can control. You know, I'm just going to go down the hill here, but you can definitely control the bike. It's very nimble. I love the fact it's a middleweight. I get the bigger bikes, you know, like the BMW, the Tiger. I get the bigger bikes, the heavier bikes, but with stuff like this, I would much rather have a middleweight, but yet have the power this thing does. Just heading back to 275, you'll see it here coming up. Then I'll turn around and we'll go one more. Again, I'm just taking it easy. I'm really not getting it out of first gear. I'm not changing gears. But you know, that hill in front of me is pretty immense. That would be pretty fun to try, but I would have to have the right tires to do it. I'm not going to do it with these stock tires. That would just be stupid. But I did take the hill, you know, at an angle, and it held fine. Like right here, we're on the hill, okay? We're on the hill. Not all the way to the top. Oh. Okay. All right. That was a good size hole. Whatever I hit. Okay guys, I want to show you what I went over. You don't see it coming until it hits. So this is for water drainage, I would suspect. But look at that hole I just went over with the bike. It's massive. I mean, I could, you know, this is deep and it's concrete right here. There's the tire track. Right there, I dug in. But look at that hole that we just hit. And you might think, okay, how's the bike, you know? I mean, you guys went, you know, it went to an abrupt stop, obviously, with the filming, but, you know, how's the bike? Well, let's see. Did I do any damage? Still, what's funny is it turned off on its own as soon as the bike started falling over. So, just looking underneath here. But when it started turning over, you know, falling over, but I'll tell you what, that was a really good test because it wasn't too heavy to keep the bike up, and that was at an angle, as you can see the hole. This is the angle that I hit the hole on. So it wasn't in the flats here, it was up here. See it right there? So I was, you know, I was as I said, I was taking the hill, but I hit I hit this thing. Massive hole. I mean, this is the thing, when you take it off road, right, you don't know what you're going to run into all the time, you know. And you know, can the bike handle it, you know? Can the suspension handle it, right? But what was cool is that as soon as the bike knew that possibly it could start to fall, it just shut itself off, you know. So I just restarted it, and you know, everything seems you know, it didn't fall over, you know. I was able to control it. I was on an angle and I didn't let it fall to the ground, so it seems to be doing okay. Thank God I wasn't going fast. You can hear it purr. That's incredible. I'm really glad. In a way, I mean, I don't want anything to happen to my bike, but for the sake of this video, I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of happy it happened, so you can, you know, learn with me. Hitting a hole like this, I'm going to show it to you again, because this is massive. Massive hole. You know, you see the hole. It's a massive hole. And it got over this hole. And right about here is when it started, you know, the engine cut off. It started leaning, but again, I was able to, you know, stabilize it because it's not too heavy. Tires are fine. The suspension handled it, thank God. And I'll just say, for the stock, it's a good thing that that's there, at least for some kind of cover. You know, something's better than nothing. But obviously you would want to put some kind of plate there. I'm just checking it out, you know, with you guys. Everything seems to be fine. All right, so we're going to get back up. Well, this was an adventure, and there are the cows. This was an adventure. I didn't expect that hole. Sorry about the hand. Here we go. Just want you guys to be able to see a good view here. There we go. Okay. There we go. There's a good hole up here too. Wow. Man, this is something else. This is pretty fun, I gotta tell you. For stock tires. You better. This challenges your balance. It challenges, you know, it's going to challenge you. Again, I would change up the tires and it would be a breeze. I didn't change any settings. It has traction control. It's still on. So I left it on the we're going to just test the road here, make sure the bike's all right. Should be all right, but we're going to go on the road here for a bit. And make sure no cars are coming. just in case I had to move off-road to avoid something, right? You never know. And we're in standard mode. You can see the grass in front of you here. I just want to kind of get a feel of it, you know, make sure I can handle it. I'm going to get a little bit more punchy. I'm getting used to it. We're about 25 miles an hour here. Might be a little choppy for you guys watching it, but I mean, this is the real world, right? This is reality. Going down deeper here, getting off-road. You can tell, you can see it, right? Bet you a lot of cars wish they could do this. This is a nice little jump. If I took it faster, it'd be fun. But the bike is upright, it's fine. What I recommend is keep your legs close to the tank. You're gonna need it. Don't let your legs loose on the tank. Keep a pretty, firm grip on the tank with your legs. Yeah. So with these stock tires, if you hit sand in standard mode, it can slip out, You got to be careful. Again, change up the tires if you plan on going off-road. If you want to enjoy this off-road, definitely get off-road tires. You can get a 50-50, a really good tire on and off-road, but in the sand, you're going to get a lot of slip. The other thing I don't like about off-road out here anyway is the broken glass. There's people that throw out their beer bottles and stuff like that. You don't want to cut your tires, so you got to be careful with that. Now we're on road again. You might have tuned in. It's the Honda Transalp 750 US edition. Alright, so we're going to turn around. But what I love about this, we got 5 miles of basically what you see here. So you can really have fun with this off-road and get used to it. Great road here to kind of get used to, acclimated to what this bike can do. So we're going to go off-road. We're just going to go down here, just fiddle with it, right? Now we're off-road again. You gotta get used to the throttle a little bit. It's a little bit jerky in first gear, but I'm gonna leave it in first because I get more traction in first. Just to get used to it. Get back on the road again. Here I'll shift in a second. Again, I have it in traction control. It's in standard mode. Those that are wondering. A lot of sand, you got to be careful. This bike can just kind of swoop out from underneath you. down, because if you go in this sand at high speeds, you will probably go down. There's really no traction, not enough anyway to keep you upright. So you got to slow it down for sure. You know, second gear. I mean, this is just regular, you know, regular riding kind of thing. But you know, like again, if I had the right tires, I wouldn't be so concerned. But these are stock tires. So if you're going at high speeds and, you know, in this sandy condition, you know, you think on stock tires you're going to be okay because you got to avoid an accident, I would recommend you don't do that, okay? Not at high speeds. You will go down, most likely. It will not stay upright. You would have to have the right tires, you know, to handle that kind of maneuver. But, I mean, if you have, you know, maybe at some point I'll change up the tires and we'll give it a test, you know, we'll give it a go. But the stock tires are definitely made for on-road, you know, for the most part. So, and they're great on-road, they're fine. So, just kind of giving it a little bit of a test here. But if you take it easy on these off-roads, you know what I mean, you're going to be fine. Just don't go crazy. I'm off-road, obviously. I'm not on the pavement. You know, slow speeds you can explore. Going through pretty thick stuff here, and I'm doing fine. Whoa, that's a that was a bounce. So I'm gonna go in first. The suspension on this is really, really good. I've had Hayabusas, I've had the VMAX, my Yamaha, I had the Tiger, which was an Enduro. So I've had cruisers, so I've had a diverse, you know, portfolio of motorcycles. But this thing is just really comfortable, easy on the road, comfortable, does everything you ask of it. Off-road, you got to get those tires that can really, you know, grip the off-road, that's meant for off-road. Stock tires, you know, you can go off-road, but you better stay in first and second gear, you know, for that kind of stuff. You might find a dirt road to be fine, but that's really kind of off-road environment. So, all right, guys, that's the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I just kind of pulled off in the street here. But I hope you enjoyed the little ride with me. It was fun. Definitely a great, really a great, I love it. You know, overall, I'm really glad. The gas mileage is really amazing. That's the highlight, because I travel about 51 miles one way to work. So it's been an extraordinary vehicle in that way, in that regard. You know, it's not killing the pocketbook. So if you have any questions, you can leave comments, down below, about the bike, about the Transalp 750 American Edition. Let me know, if you're planning on getting one, if you have any questions. I'd certainly be glad to answer them for you. I'll give you one more look here. We'll turn it off. I'll give you one more look. We'll see how the bike stacked up. I'll get off it. Sorry about the hands. Make sure everything's okay. Seems okay. 21-inch tire in the front. Nice thick tire in the back. Really love how they made the stock bike. It's really neat. This is the look here. It's got a digital display. I've showed you guys that before, so really cool. So yeah, that's it. There you go. I was at work, and there was a guy that not who works in my office, but he works in another office, and he was taking pictures of the bike and really thought it was a really lovely bike. He said, "Man, it looks so good." And I agree with him. The look of this is just fantastic. There's always flaws you can find in every bike. I don't care what bike it is. It could be the windshield isn't high enough, or it should have cruise control, or it should have, I mean, there's a plethora of, always there's a plethora of commentary out there that can always, give you a not so great opinion of a bike. You'll find flaws in anything, but overall, again, if you like the aesthetics, if you like look, if you like handling, if you like decent performance, if you like the versatile capability of a bike where you can at least traverse off-road, then then this bike is certainly worth a look, especially with the price tag. And also, really, this history and the story of the Transalp is pretty neat. And being a U.S. introduction here is pretty cool to actually own one. So there you go. Just thought I'd bring you guys along. We had a bit of an adventure. It was fun. And if you get one, yeah, definitely leave a comment. If you have any questions, I'm glad to hear from you. Thanks. You guys take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. Hey, Patty, how tall are you?
Patty, how tall are you?
5'9".
Patty's 5'9", and watch this. So, we just have a little decor out here for Thanksgiving. Kind of cool. Patty, stand back over there.
He's fat.
I know. It's okay. It's off his face.
Need a step stool.
So that's Patty's 5'9", and that's how tall is he? 10 feet. Pretty cool. We got lights here that light it up at night and stuff, so we like the pie guy. Got lights on that fence.
I love the pie guy.
Yeah. Pretty cool ensemble. We got this. We had the turkey, and then we added the pie guy and the scarecrow.